I ran so far away. I ran all night and day. I couldn't get away. Na na na. Na 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 na. I couldn't get away. Yeah. All right. Oh hey. Oh yeah. I'm on the thing. All right. So remember, Wise Disciple is this debate teacher that reacts. He doesn't analyze anything. He just reacts to debates. This apologist guy. He's got a YouTube channel, he's got a web page, and all that. Nowhere on his webpage does it say anything about his background in debate or anything like that. What his credential was or where he taught. Not that I could find at any rate. And also nowhere on his YouTube page. It doesn't look like. I don't know. Maybe I missed it. Let's see, in the about section. Wise Disciple began blah blah blah. Let's see. No, it doesn't say anything about debate or teaching or anything like that. But he's a debate teacher, right? Anyway, so I've emailed him and he actually responded finally, and he had some things to say, so I want to share that with you. Now, I don't want to share the actual email because I don't want to, accidentally show off like other people's emails or whatever. But I could, if somebody doubted it, like I could edit it in a way that would make sure that nobody else's stuff got revealed. But I think this is good enough, hopefully, for people, that are interested in this sort of thing. And so I'm going to read to you what was said. So make sure that's on the screen here. All right. So what he says is not underlined or italic. I'm responding in underlined and italic. So because I asked him all these questions. He said, I saw a bit of your video. Are you suggesting I'm lying about my being a debate teacher? And I responded, I am skeptical of all the things. Since you were a debate teacher, you understand that's not the same as saying you're not being honest. Anyway, so how about talking logic with me sometimes? Perhaps you can answer all my pesky critical questions. Well, come on. You know what's coming next, right, guys and girls and robots out there? You know what's coming next. You guys, we've dealt with apologists long enough to know what's coming, right? Anyways, obviously, your videos reveal you're being disingenuous. Go back and watch your own video. You're implying that I'm lying about my background. Oh, no, I would never do that. I mean, apologists lying? No, come on. I mean, apologists have met plenty of atheists on airplanes. I've never known an apologist to lie. Just, I mean, I don't know you personally, but, I'm just saying. Look. If you feel, okay, now I'm just going off of my own little tangent. He feels like, you're implying, yeah, you know what? Too bad. I mean, I don't care how you feel. It's not logical, okay? So you might feel that I'm implying X, Y, or Z. And maybe there's a reason that that's the case, because other apologists have lied. And that you are an apologist means you are there to defend an idea that you believe is true. That's apologetics. It's defending an idea, right? It's not being skeptical. It's not being critical. It's not. So there is a problem implicit in being an apologist. Now, are you lying? I don't know. Am I suggesting that you're lying? I didn't say that. If you feel that, well, that's your feeling. But I'm asking these questions about your background to make sure that you're being honest with us. That's all. I just want some proof and evidence, because it's odd to me that somebody would go out of their way to say I was a debate teacher. It's an appeal to self-authority, which is a logical fallacy. So why would a debate teacher use a logical fallacy? It's just kind of weird to me. Anyways, let me finish reading this. Anyways, obviously I was being disingenuous. Go back and watch my own video. I'm implying that I'm lying about my record. Then why did you ask me if I'm suggesting? Obviously, you've decided that I'm lying. Just say this instead. Say, look, you're being disingenuous. You're suggesting I'm lying. Just tell me that in the first place. Don't ask me the question if you're not going to accept my answer. That would be logical, though. So, you should have the courage to speak plainly to me as well as your audience. I have the courage to speak plainly. Here, I doubt what you and other apologists say just on a general blanket basis because you're apologists. I'm skeptical of all the things you guys say and girls say out there. Just because you're apologists. I'm skeptical of all the things. That's exactly what I said. In my email. Now, in the past video, I was like, are you really a debate teacher? Come on, And obviously, I'm being over the top and a little bit snarky, a little bit sarcastic. And if you want to feel like that's implying that you're lying, whatever. So what? Even if I said, hey, this guy's a liar, which I couldn't say because I don't know your brain. I don't know what you're thinking. I don't know if you're being honest or not. I have no proof one way or the other, so I couldn't call you a liar. Okay? That's honest. I can't say somebody's a liar unless I actually have proof that they are lying. So, that's honest. I would have respected you more for it. It's going to be a hard pass for me. Anyways, what's sad is, had you approached this whole thing entirely differently, you might have gotten what you wanted. Who knows? I'll probably answer all of your questions at some point, but on someone else's channel. I won't hold my breath. But we'll see. On someone else's channel, not your own? I don't know. Okay, so anyways, so I responded to this, and probably I'm not going to hear back from this guy, especially if he watches this video. He's not going to respond to me. Typical, I don't care. It's fine. It doesn't bother me. I'm just pointing out that there's this guy saying, he's a debate teacher, high school, former high school debate teacher. In his own words, I shared that with you last video or so. So, his credentials aren't very impressive, yet that's not in the video's title. It's not former high school debate teacher reacts, and I'm really irritated about the react part too, but whatever. Anyways, I'll share with you what I said to him because, full transparency, whatever. Anyways, so I said, implying? Is that a logical fallacy? How does one deduce when someone implies something? How can we know if someone's being disingenuous? What logical method are you using here? Say, I'm just bringing it back to logic. Because feelings are feelings. Who cares? And even if someone says you're lying, so what? You say, okay, I'm a liar. And what's your argument? Because it doesn't matter. Because you could be a liar and still say something that actually is true. But, of course, if you're always being dishonest, the thing that you said is true, you would actually believe is false to avoid the paradox, right? Anyways, it doesn't matter what you feel about stuff. What matters is the logic. Anyways, so I asked him that question. He's not going to answer, probably. Seems to me you found an emotional reason to run away from critical questions and analysis. Was that a method you taught during your illustrious high school teaching? I mean, I can imagine it now. I didn't say this, but I can imagine it now. Hey, class. When you feel like somebody's being disingenuous, run! If you feel like they're calling you a liar, run away. Anyways, you must be aware, as an apologist, people are going to doubt your claims more than normal, right? Also, I assume you know what an appeal to self-authority is. You name your videos debate teacher rather than former high school debate teacher. Actually, it'd still be an appeal to self-authority if you called them former high school debate teacher. Honestly, it doesn't matter if you taught debate. That's not something that you ought to be advertising, because it doesn't matter. What matters is if you are properly analyzing arguments correctly. All it is an appeal to self-authority. Well, I was a debate teacher. So what? We don't know how good you were. We don't know how long you did that for. We don't really know your full credentials. We don't know how well your students did. So it really, and even if we knew all of that and it was like stellar performance, that still wouldn't ultimately matter for how you approach a logical analysis of argumentation, which you're not doing according to the name that you've given these videos. They are react videos, which is I watch a thing and I just react to it. Oh, that was funny. Haha. Oh, that was sad. He lost there. He won there. And of course, the atheist always loses and the theist always wins, because that's how it has to be for an apologist. I could have both lose. Doesn't matter to me. I'll point out logical fallacies on both sides. I really don't care. But I actually do care about logic. I don't care who's winning or losing, but I actually would analyze it. So, anyways, I'll probably answer your questions more. And I just said, why not your channel? Also, when? All right, so that's that. That's it. So, wise disciple. According to him, high school debate teacher, formerly, and he was at some point in time in Las Vegas somewhere, I don't doubt that, but I am hesitant to really care, I guess is what I'm trying to get at. Well, I do care, because I wouldn't be making this video if I didn't care. Okay, let me try to think of how to phrase this. It's odd to me that somebody that taught debate would have no problem in saying, hey, look, everybody, I'm a debate teacher. Like, why? It's just weird, I don't know. Whatever. But just because it's weird, that doesn't matter. What about, because those are feelings, who cares? What about the logic? What is the logic of saying debate teacher reacts? Well, to get views and clicks? Okay, hey, that's YouTube, right? Okay, we can understand that. But what is it that he's doing in these videos? Is he analyzing anything that's worthwhile? Is he giving us any feedback on these debates? Or is it just the theist always wins and the atheist always loses? Well, those are good questions that I've asked, at least in my view. So how am I going to go about answering them? Well, my friends and foes and others out there, you know what this means. Oh yeah, it means it's time for another series. It means going through every debate teacher reacts one by one and listening to what he has to say and analyzing it for logical fallacies, which means the return, the triumphant return of logical fallacy counter. Finally! But it also means that those videos aren't going to be live unless I set them as live premieres, which maybe that's a thing to do, because it does seem that live videos for whatever reason, get more attention than non-live, but then comments don't come. I don't know. It's weird. I don't understand you guys. Sometimes you put comments, sometimes you don't. I don't know why. But I have to do it edited because otherwise I can't have logical fallacy counter. So it can't be live. I want to really give attention. So let's see. Some of these are 20 minutes. Some of these are 30 minutes. So it probably means you're looking at least an hour's worth because it takes energy and time to break down all the fallacies. And maybe, just maybe, he'll have none. Maybe he'll actually be doing something useful by reacting to these debates. We'll find out, I guess, when I do that series. So look forward to it. All right. So I see all you guys, girls and robots here. I've got Nerdy Rodent Germania, and I've got Yin Yang Mountain. And thank you all for being in the chat. But none of that matters to YouTube. You got to be in the comments or it doesn't count. Like when this is an actual video, you got to comment or YouTube doesn't care about me. And I don't know. Maybe I don't want YouTube to care about me given what they're doing lately. It's a lot of weird stuff going on. I don't know. All right. Well, that's that. And yeah. What? Okay. I will for dinner. Anyways, all right. Okay, that's it. I'm done. I'm going to do other things now. It's time to hit the button. Thanks for listening. And, look forward to none of you posting comments on this video. Because you just you don't do it. I don't know why. All right. Later.